Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. It's 11:56 where I am. Happy Saturday. Welcome to my channel. This is your first time here. I want to say welcome. And if you're looping back around and check me out again, I want to say I'm grateful. Thank you. Um, I just come this morning just to chat with you guys and see what's going on. Um, to thank my subscribers for continuing to subscribe. Um, I hope that everybody using the little tips and tricks that we seeing all over the YouTube platforms, as far as YouTube helping, um, small content creators to grow. Um, I've been seeing a lot of people um, utilizing the tips and tricks, utilizing the titles and stuff that's been given. Pardon me, y'all. That's been given to help push your videos through the algorithm for YouTube. It's been it's been working for a lot of people. I have to say once again that I have seen an uptick in my subscribers and my views. Of course, I just been doing 1 minute believers canvas praise breaks, but I've just been kind of battling within myself, two things going on within my family, things going on within my life. My son lost his girlfriend in a pretty tragic accident last Saturday. So we've been dealing with that, and you try to not let things get you down, but at the same time you're human, so you do have all the feels, you do be in your feelings, down and depressed, baby, because I know that day when I came on here, I don't always look my best, but that morning I was looking an absolute mess. Like, I have bags already, as we can see. But baby, that morning I had luggage. I was packing luggage under my eyes. I was just so hurt. But I'm back this afternoon, to tell somebody that we got to keep the faith no matter what we be going through, no matter what we facing. Because, I don't know, it's a season for everything. And it's going to be times when we going to grieve, we going to feel a certain way. But at the same time, it is by the grace of God, in everything that transpired, whether it make you sad, depressed, angry, it's a lesson. It's a lesson in it. Um, I don't know. It's amazing how we develop strength through difficulties by keeping faith in God and His Word. Um, death is not an easy thing, not for anybody, but we all know that it have to happen. Uh, and the way we deal with it, depending on who it um, is different. But at the end of the day, we got to know that it's a lesson in it, some form of lesson to be taken from it, and that God gonna get us through it at the end of the day. We got to keep our eyes focused on Him and remember what He said. We got to stand on His word, because we know His word ain't no lie. So I'm thankful to everybody who may have sent a prayer up for me or came across the video and heart went out to me and my family. I'm thankful for that. But we're gonna stay encouraged though, in spite of, because God is a good God. He a sovereign God. And we just gotta know that everything happens, Lord, for a reason. Um So in spite of what I'm going through today, I want to encourage somebody that no matter what it look like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, just continue to trust in God and know that God gonna get you through it. Just continue to trust in God and know that God gonna get you through it. If He bring you to it, He gonna get you through it. And when things happen, we humans, so quite naturally we're gonna feel. But I kind of picked up like the lesson is when I look back and I think about, I done been in situations where I was having all the feels before, didn't know how I was gonna make it, just feeling defeated, depressed, and just a multiplicity of other things that I was feeling when I was going through that back then. But when I look back, because I kept the faith and because I didn't give up, because I didn't cave in, which is what the devil be wanting us to do, like God brought me through it. I kind of spoke about losing my husband. I'm a widow of 18 years. Me and my husband was together for 20 years. He was my man for 10 years, and then he was my husband for 10 more. And he was in a tragic accident where he got hit by a 15-passenger church van crossing one of the major streets in Baton Rouge. And yeah, so I lost my soulmate. I lost my husband, like my husband, my children's father. And I was in a situation where I was like, Lord, I was asking the Lord, like real life, for real, real bad, asking the Lord, like, Lord, what am I going to do? Like, I don't have a husband no more. My children don't have a daddy no more. Like, I'm by myself. Like, what am I going to do? And at that point, that's kind of when I was able, because I always knew that God existed. I always believed in Him. I always knew that He made things happen. But that's kind of when I audibly started hearing what they speak about as the little small still voice, because during those times I used to like just sit out on my front porch for days, y'all. I would sit out on my front porch, listen to music, let the battery run down in my truck. My neighbor and them would have to come every day from work, boost my truck off, put it back in the yard, and tell me, you can't just do this. You can't just sit outside every day and let the battery run down in your truck. But at that point, like, I ain't have nothing else to do. Get my children up, get them off to school, make sure I have a meal cooked for them, and make sure their needs were met. But other than that, I didn't have nothing else to do. So that's what I did. I sat outside and listened to music and ran my truck down every day and cried, and my neighbors put it back in my yard. And but I kept asking God, like, I didn't want to be mad with God because I know He does everything for a reason. But I kept asking God, like, God, what I'm supposed to do? What I'm supposed to do? And when he told me one day, I was sitting on my porch writing, because I used to write too, just how I was feeling, to try to get some of that out of me and off of me, what I was feeling, because it was kind of driving me crazy. But he told me one day, he said, you gonna, I don't know the Bible scripture off the top of my head, but he said, you're gonna lean not to your own understanding. You're gonna acknowledge me in everything you do. I'm gonna go before you and guide you. I'm gonna come behind you and protect you. I'm gonna make straight your path. And I heard it, and from that point on, did my best to walk in it, leaning not to my own understanding, and that's not to say that, upon hearing it and upon uh moving towards that, leaning not to my own understanding, acknowledging him and everything. That's not to say that I did not, I was perfect at it, but I have been going that way ever since he told me that. So that's not to say that I have not gone through things or, made mistakes along the way or been disobedient to his direction or anything like that. But I can look back now and say, I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what type of single mother I was going to be. But God has gone before me and guided me. He has come behind me and protected me. He has been directing my path. He has been all that he told me that he was going to be to me. He has done all that he told me he was going to do for me. And in that, doing from time to time, us being human, we don't always go the way he wants us to go. But if we would, it's going to work out for the good at the end of the day. That's not to say we don't fall short, but we have to get back up, and we have to keep trying. And we have to know that in us falling, that God is not going to just make sure we stay down. He want us to get up, and he want us to get up. And when we get up, look back and give him the glory for being able to get up and push through things that we felt like had us bound and was never gonna be free from. So I just want to encourage somebody, no matter what you're going through, just know that God gonna do what he say he gonna do, and he gonna stand on his word. And in all our fields, we have to keep pressing forward. We have to encourage ourselves when we don't have nobody else to encourage us. We have to pray for ourselves when we don't have nobody else to, or I'm not going to say when we don't have nobody else to pray for us, because it's some beautiful people in this world who are praying for us when we don't even know they praying for us. I guess what I'm saying is, when you going through it, remember to pray for yourself as well, to encourage yourself as well, to believe that God gonna do what he said he gonna do, and it's not gonna be this way always. I just want to encourage somebody to believe that no matter what it look like, believe that he can bring you out. And you know that he can bring you out, because whatever you're going through right now, this ain't the first thing you done been through. And when you look back and you say, well, dang, I made it out. Just like with my husband, don't get me wrong. That was 18 years ago. I still have my days where when I think about our situations occur, and I just feel like if he was here, it would be different. I still have my ways. I mean, my feelings, about him not being here. But at the same time, I don't blame nobody. I feel what I have to feel. I pray and I ask God to help me deal with it. And amazingly, he do. But just like he do it for me, he'll do it for you. Like, just don't give up. Don't give up on whatever it is. I'm speaking about my husband, but this YouTube thing too, because YouTube is helping small content creators to grow. It's all about strategy. It's all about being able to help somebody, encourage somebody, inspire somebody, teach somebody. Each one teach one, and we build from there. We look out for one another. We go to other people's pages, watch their content, comment down below, and yeah, let's just come together and support each other. Um, everybody got a story. Everybody got a story. My story may not be a story that you want to hear, but somebody want to hear it. Somebody need to hear it. Somebody is in a spot where they don't know, what they gonna do or how they gonna get through it and what's gonna happen. But I'm here to tell them that regardless of what you go through, because y'all, I done been through it. Like, I done been through it. And I still go through it sometimes. And I still have my feelings about it, but I don't stay there. I know that I have to get up and I have to push forward. And when I begin to push forward, now that ain't none of my business, but she pulled up on the curb to let them out, like up on the curb, not in front of it, up on it. But anyway, like, just know that you done been through things before, and when you look back, you ain't know how you was gonna get through that. You ain't know what you was gonna do about that. You ain't know how you was gonna pay that light bill. You ain't know what you was gonna do because your car done been wrecked. You ain't have insurance and this, that. But amazingly, when you look back, you got you another car, and if you didn't get you another car, God made a way for you to get to and from wherever you had to go. You might have had to pay a little money, catch a little Uber, whatever, but however you had to do it, God worked that out for you. You know what I'm saying? Until you could get you a new car, you know. And he'll do that. He will do it. Just trust and believe that he will do it. Even as far as the tips and tricks to YouTube. Use your titles. Um, approach your channel being authentically yourself, Um, um, so many tips and tricks I done heard as it pertains to YouTube. Whatever title you use, make sure you speak about it during your video. And so I'm saying that YouTube will and is helping small content creators grow. I believe that. I have seen an uptick in my subscribers. And I take everything like it's big. I don't care. I got 24 subscribers. I had 25. One person unsubscribed, but I got 24 subscribers, and I am pleased with that. I am pleased with that. And it's gonna grow. God gonna do what he have to do as far as that's concerned. I believe that. I'm not gonna worry about that. So in whatever it is, I just want to tell y'all today, in whatever it is, YouTube, family problems, problems with your children, problems in your marriage, problems on your job, like, just believe that God will bring you through these things. Because again, we done been through things before and we made it through. So we have to look back and say, I was worried about that, but man, God brought me through that. And he was doing it then. He'll do it now. So, yeah, I just thank y'all who prayed for me as far as it goes, for what me and my family been going through. I am going to pray for my subscribers and people that I run across who say they need prayer for whatever they need prayer in, and pray that somebody would do the same for me. So let's just stay encouraged. And if this video touched you, please like it. If you think somebody else would benefit from hearing it, share it. Comment down below and subscribe if you like. I just want to tell everybody to keep going and keep guiding, no matter what it look like. Keep going and keep guiding, because he gonna show up. We just have to put in the work too, because faith without works is dead. Like, we could want it or we could talk about it, but if we don't never move towards it, we never gonna get a different reaction. So again, thank y'all. I love y'all. I hope everybody have a good, happy Saturday. If it's cold where you are, stay warm. If it's possibly warm where you are, I'm jealous. But anyway, until next time, be blessed. I love y'all.